I'm Honey Lancaster-James and I'm a psychologist.
Ant's body language and demeanour during his statement to the press perhaps said more about his inner feelings than the words themselves.
That's quite an interesting little micro hand gesture of stabbing movement into the heart region. Sometimes that can indicate that someone's feeling quite a lot of emotional pain and anguish, but also it can be an indication of kind of anger directed towards the self.
Honey Lancaster-James has helped resolve some of the most extreme neighbourhood disputes.
With your neighbours, you live in such close proximity to each other, even though you've probably not chosen these people to live alongside. So that can also increase the level of tension. You've got lots of people with different personalities, perhaps even at very different life stages, but all living in a very close proximity. And that's a recipe for tension to build. At least if you've got good, solid relationships with your other neighbours, that can help you resolve those conflicts. We shouldn't underestimate how difficult it might be to adjust to those changes. So as well as the fact that there are going to be some good times, there are going to be some tough times too, and some major challenges and hurdles to overcome. I loved his business idea, you know, going out and sort of doing what he loves, working with the reptiles and things in children's parties. I would have booked that kind of party,
yeah,
you know, a few years
snakes
ago.
around our neck.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's great. I wanted to ask a little bit about how other people see your relationship, your family, your friends. What do they say?
I think my friends are very protective over me, and they have sort of high standards of how a boyfriend should be.
I just think Tiff's friends get too involved and make me feel bad about myself.
You sound quite betrayed by that.
How can you not feel betrayed?
But how would you feel if I was to say to you that actually, a period of time where you say, do you know what, no men?
Well, there is a guy who I would have wanted to be with.
While you're thinking about a relationship, you're not focusing on you and how you can go forward. And the only person really who's going to see you through this next really challenging time is going to be you. I mean, I always say that looking on social media is like looking at the moon. It may look shiny, but you're only ever seeing one side of it. Try to focus a lot more about what you do, what you enjoy doing, rather than how things look. When we're optimistic, we tend to set goals for ourselves. We have a good sense of self-efficacy, our belief in achieving those goals, and that gives us something to live for, I think.